Hello, hello. Good morning, gamers.
Good morning.
I actually forgot how to say our intro. So, hello, hello. Welcome back to the show. Or welcome back to the Good
Uh,
Morning Gamer show, I think is what I normally say.
yeah, welcome, people. Happy Sunday.
Yes, happy Sunday indeed. And not only that, it's a very special Sunday. I'll let you drop that one.
What Sunday is it, Chuck?
It's Father's Day Sunday. So,
Woo!
thank you, Tyler. Earlier, he put that up in the thing there. He went ahead and pinned that. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Absolutely, happy
That's
Father's
cool.
Day, everybody. And happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there who take on this difficult job or this complicated job. Legend, welcome back to the show. I didn't even know you were here. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. He says hi, everyone. Hope you're doing well. Happy Father's Day.
Chuck, why do you sound like you're in the coal mine again?
Do I sound like I'm in the coal mine again?
Yeah, your voice is like gone.
Do I? People keep telling me that my voice is missing, and I just don't hear it. Am I not?
I can hear the rasp in your
Hello?
voice is what it is. I know what your voice sounds like. So, yeah. Also, this Nagnab focus is beautiful. Just like this is what it looks like without my glasses on, apparently. I'm looking at the video right in front of me. It's like, it still looks fuzzy. How is this possible? It's right in front
Nick
of me.
is not particularly satisfied with our morning streaming setup, but
Oh, I am hot garbage upset about it, but whatever.
anyway, guys, hello, hello, welcome back to the show. Good morning, gamers. I did want to go ahead and throw out a quick shout out to our friend and supporter, Designer Grant. He has been dropping some fun stuff in chat, and when I say that, I mean some super chat. So I did want to say thank you absolutely so much for helping us continue to do the show. But before
Absolutely,
we do
thank you very much.
anything like that, or before we talk about anything like that, I think it's time, guys, to do the Mario. No, not right click share. Not share. Open with. All right, here we go.
Do the Mario. Do the Mario.
Oh yeah. Plunge it good. Should we do it 3 times? He donated
Three times?
today. He donated 3 times today.
So not gonna lie, I can't hear the music or anything.
Oh, I'm sorry. Plunge. Oh yeah.
Jesus.
Hey, thank you so much for that absolute awesome sauce donation. Designer Grant, your continued support helps us continue to do the show, and it helps us, well, it helps us invest in the show. And there are definitely different things that we want to invest into the show. We have some new things a-cooking.
Oh, we do.
We
They
have
be a
some-
cooking, guys.
We have some new things a-cooking, and this is exactly what donations and that kind of thing help us do. So thank you so much for your continued support, Designer Grant. I want to extend an extended thank you to everybody who does help support us in every single way that you guys already do, whether it is slamming that awesome sauce like button to let YouTube know, hey, this is good stuff. Or it's just taking your time and spending it with us, because I understand time is valuable. It's the most valuable currency we have on this planet. So thank you so much for spending it with us.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Here, I'm being a goof.
Do the
Let me
Mario.
just
I
put the hat on
absolutely-
normally, then put the headphones on.
I
Then it'll
absolutely love
stay.
this. There you go. Yeah. That's how I did mine. I absolutely
go.
love that song too. So thank you thank you Pack for making it.
Yeah, really.
That awesome Do the Mario, which is a part of the Gaming Twins theme song. So yeah,
Out of the
absolutely,
lore
guys.
at this point.
It is part of the lore at this point. One of the things I'm really, really enjoying is that our community is, I don't know if it's well built in the sense that you can really enjoy the community whenever you want with our Discord server. If you haven't joined already, obviously scroll down to the description and you can find yourself a link to get in. And like yesterday, I got to sit down and I was just like, oh, hey,
Get off
I have
the
some
top
time.
chat.
Who's the voice in the song? That's the
There's a
that's,
few.
Yeah, it's in that particular one, that is a sample of the Super Mario Brothers Super Show ending song.
Yep.
Mario. But you two can do the Mario with us.
Hey, Pack's in chat.
Yeah, Pack is. He said our
I
good
have no
circles
idea
are
who's in
making
chat.
sense.
We
Yes.
haven't said like hello to anyone.
No, we really haven't. So hello, guys. Welcome back to the show. Legend, thank you so much for stepping in and hanging out with us today. Tyler has been here like all morning, so thank you, Tyler. How you doing? Good morning,
Thank
my
you,
good sir. Pack Attack, welcome back, and again, thank you so much for that awesome sting that we get to play every time there's a donation. I absolutely adore it.
Isn't it great?
And we get to run every Gaming Twin show with it, too. Mondu, welcome back. My good sir, hope you're doing well and swell. Nuke, did you say good morning to Dad yet? You seemed a little concerned when you discovered it was Father's Day. And then, of course, Designer Grant, thank you for your continued support. I don't know if Designer Grant's here. He said he was going to have to step out for today, but he's looking forward to the Tuesday show. But if I missed you, please let me know, and I would love to say good morning to you as well. But for everybody else watching, hello, welcome back to the show. It is the Good Morning Gamer Show, and it is one of my favorites. I absolutely adore this show. It's kind of like our lazy morning show, which I love. But I think it really fits the gamer culture anyway, you know, as lazy morning people.
Oh.
And hey now, yes, our samples of you guys. That's what I thought what was referred to. Yes, you're right. That's totally correct. I didn't even think of those words. I just remembered the Do the Mario part, which is voiced by the Mario actor in the Do the Mario. But first of all, I think I need to watch this show. Actually, I have the DVD set.
Did you see what Tyler said?
No, I didn't. Let me see. Tyler said Designer Grant will also be on the rendered images Tuesday as a guest. Yes, I remember hearing them. I knew that Tyler was looking to have them on, which I thought was really cool. But yeah, okay, that's cool. I guess it's confirmed. So Designer Grant's actually going to be a guest on the rendered image on Tuesday. Tyler, did you move the show? Are you going to continue doing it at 8:30 instead at night, or are we going to be in our normal? Yep, 8:30. So 8:30 p.m. on Tuesday night. So check that out. And of course, the opposite 12 hours at 9:30 a.m. You can check out Game Pass Plus, your premium edition for your Game Pass subscription. Look forward to that. I'm very, very excited. Wow, you know one thing I love about our channel is that we're really like dishing out content. And
yeah,
I'm just proud of it. I'm not trying to sit here and sound like I'm bragging or anything. I'm just really proud of the channel.
Listen to him brag, guys.
That's not my bragging. All right, guys. So how have you guys been? How has your Father's Day been so far? Have you guys done anything special for your fathers, especially if they've earned it?
Haven't done squat today yet.
My Father's Day has been phenomenal so far. My kids, very, very, very wonderful, positive morning. I am full of an ungodly amount of cheese, and that's from my daughter and my wife. They made me 2 cheesecakes last night. One is a chocolate covered brownie cheesecake, and the other one is a traditional cheesecake with cherry filling. And I had to enjoy both of them. And I am probably going to be sick later by the ungodly amount of cream cheese I just devoured.
He's listening to you.
It's like my favorite food though, so I can't say it. Is this a change permanent is this a permanent schedule change? That's a great idea. Or that's a great question. For my show, yes. He said, all right, I'll update the show in the Discord. Thank you so much for that, Madu. Madu, I understand you're a busy soul. So the fact that you were
really
on it that quickly, thank you so much for your continued support, my good sir. Like just says, me and my dad are going to be getting a new fishing pole for. Oh, cool. That's awesome. So you're going to take him to go get a fishing pole? That's really cool. That is something my dad always wanted to do with me. Not interested in the slightest, but we entertained him as much as we could.
Yeah, and let me just throw out story time.
Oh, story time. See, this is one of those things, Nick. This is one of those things.
Maybe I should save it for later. I'll save it for later.
Okay.
Here, yeah, let me see. Moving some things around.
Are you writing that down, or what are you doing?
Yeah, I was trying to write down, but I'm trying to find my discussion thing.
Let me see. Pax says, I gave a donuts and coffee order and had it provided to me this morning. Oh, that's so cool. Makes me feel like Homer Simpson. That is funny. I never thought of such a easy thing to kind of pull off. Like you could simply place an order the night before. It's like when you wake up, it's like they fill the order. That'd be really cool. Land Porpoise, welcome back to the show. I hope you're doing well. By the way, I know you were asking me to call you, and I was gonna do that today. So let me, if you want, remind me because I'll probably forget. But I don't. But I can call you today, okay? And then let me see. Haha, no, but my daughters did. Oh, that's adorable. That is absolutely. Pat, do you have 2 daughters? I didn't think you had 2 daughters, did you? Hi, Lamb Porpoise. How you doing, my good sir? It's been a happy Father's Day indeed. I've really had a great one so far. So it's been great.
Yeah, good morning, Land Porpoise. Nice to see you, friend. Good morning. Sorry, I'm getting my notes just up and ready for today, and I got them all ready, so I'm all good to go.
Oh, my wife asked and picked it up with my daughter. Okay. Gotcha. I was confused. I was like, I'm pretty sure that's not true. Not that I have any authority in that area. Daughter and son. There you go. But yeah, Father's Day has been really great so far. Should have said my daughters. Oh, I see. The apostrophe S. Yep, that totally changed the meaning of the sentence for me. You're totally right. Because now it's an ownership thing. Okay, nope, I understand. I was totally confused. Anyway, hope you guys are doing well. Tyler says Chuck controls the amount of children you are all able to have. I wasn't aware of the superpower, but apparently
like the one-child policy in China. Ooh. They changed that recently. Actually, they can now have up to 3.
Well, it was a 1-child thing, and then they changed it to 2, but it didn't help. Yeah. So they changed it to 3, and apparently that's not helping either. So,
well, yeah, they're quite used to that 1-child policy, so a lot of people aren't taking advantage of that. And maybe it's possible that some people are just worried that if they switch it back to the 1 and you have more than 1 child, it's like, how about we not bait that?
This is definitely one of those things that I want to discuss at like a later date where it's just like, in a weird way, maybe our financial systems for future security shouldn't be revolving around the amount of people who exist at any given time. Given the fact that, when population gets out of control or under too much control, it causes huge problems. Well, I hope he locks me in it too. Oh my goodness. That's how Miss Wizard and I were. We were like, 2 and then no more. Adopted 3 immediately, and now Miss Wizard's pregnant. So, whoops. We have some new shows for that. I think we should. All right, guys, let's go ahead and start today's show. I hope you guys are all doing well, as I've said like 15 times before, but it's always true every time I do say it. Let me see. What else? What did I want to do? Okay, so, hey, this is kind of fun. We actually decided to make a few changes to Good Morning Gamer. They're not going to be like massive changes, but at the same time,
not gonna lie, I didn't know we were gonna discuss this, but sure.
Well, I mean, we were just gonna kind of do it.
Sure.
You call your wife Miss Wizard? I mean, that's her online persona name. So.
Yeah. I mean, you could start whipping out on a first name basis, but then some people might not know who that is.
That's the other thing, Tyler, is that much of our community prior to us joining the Young Calves network was most of our community actually know Miss Wizard from her own personal streams and that kind of thing. So that's why I call her Miss Wizard. That way they kind of know who I'm talking to or talking about. And that way they know who I'm referring to. But yes, okay, so we made a few changes. They're not going to be massively huge changes, but I was kind of looking at different ways we could kind of make Good Morning Gamer feel like, more of a bit of a morning show. So I wanted to go ahead and start with this today. It's not particularly, massive or anything like that. Yeah. All right, guys. I mean, it's Good Morning Gamer, okay? Like, why don't we could always talk about some sales and that kind of thing, which, obviously I'm a little too. Are you serious with my camera right now? Are we serious? How did this travesty occur? Okay, there we go. We'll just do that.
Nice.
Nobody knows. All right. Anyway, so Nintendo was having a sale, and that actually ends tomorrow.
So jump on it, people.
Absolutely. And I was just going to do a quick look at this. It's a save up to 50% on select digital game software, DLC, and bundles, blah, blah, blah. That essentially translates to what? Roughly a 15 to 20% discount on mostly everything that you're actually looking at buying. So just ignore the 50% off kind of deal. But there are some different things. Like, for example, I do want to pick up Hades. I'm not going to because it's coming to Game Pass really soon. So what's the point?
Yeah, really. I already have a copy. So I just got to get around to actually turning it on. That's all. That's all.
Yeah, so basically, if you were ever looking to pick up any of these games, there is a sale currently for it. Part-Time UFO looks adorable. And
Part-Time UFO you can get as a free app, I believe, on your phone. You can try it. I had
Oh.
some fun with it. I got bored with it pretty quickly, but it's an adorable concept for sure. How much is that Skyrim copy?
$30. It's not really on sale. It's, as usual, Switch tax, but the sale brings it down to a normal price, an unsale price.
Sure.
Oh, The Last Campfire.
100% Hades.
I did want to play The Last Campfire, but once I saw the $15 price tag, it started to make me wonder about its quality.
It's from the No Man's Sky people. They're like, hey, we're going to do something else now, and then they made a tiny game.
Well, I know. Like, I don't know. Empire Sin is apparently $12 compared to it being $40. Again, makes me question its value.
Mafia XCOM.
It's amazing. I don't think there is an ideal price range for me because too cheap and it looks like it's not worth it, and too expensive and it's like, yeah, right, I'll get it on sale. So maybe $20 is the ideal price range for a $40 to $60 game. I see it for $20 and I might be like, ooh, is that really like a thing? You know what I mean? It makes you wonder if that's a thing. Anyway, so check that out. Okami HD is $10.
Oh, guys, it's $10. That game is beautiful.
I bought it for the PlayStation 4.
I'd recommend it.
I'm kind of just waiting for my PlayStation 5 to get here so that, and when I say get here, I mean I haven't ordered one. I'm just kind of waiting for the PlayStation 5 to be available so that I can play Okami and all those great PlayStation 4 games. I'm just waiting. Lucky's
That's not a PS4 game, Chuck. That's a PS2 game. And a Wii game.
I know. I need to do this, and I still haven't done it. Let me see. Schedule has been fully updated in the Discord. Thank you so much for that, Mondu. Tyler says, I wish I had a wife so I could call her a name like that. Yeah, no, it's a great name. Miss Wizard actually has a bit of lore to her name. It was actually a name given to her by Pack Attack, I believe, Pac-Man's dad. Pretty sure about that. Or it was Azran.
It was someone.
Azran or Pack Attack, I think. I can't remember. It's been a long time.
That was year one, I think.
Yeah, it was. Pack Attack says new economics stream headed our way, summer of 2022. Wouldn't that be crazy, Sauce? I think I would actually need to get Mandu on for that one. He tends to do the numbers better than I do. I can analyze numbers, but at the same time, like, paying attention to numbers, I don't know.
Oh,
Mandu, I gotta get you on to do the
Q Wizard. Wow.
Yeah, the Q Wizard, the Super Mario Maker Q Wizard.
Jeez, that was forever ago.
Yes. Or she was called Miss Wizard because she worked the magic behind the scenes.
Yeah, just for the people who have no idea what we're talking about, that was back when we were playing the original Mario Maker and people would submit codes. And we had her sitting there, like, organizing the codes and moving them up. It's like,
there wasn't an automatic queue system back then, so we had to make one. So that was fun. Amani said, I'm working on my way to 100%ing Hades, 79% now. Very nice.
Amani's like, what numbers am I paying attention to?
Sales numbers, that kind of thing. Pac was saying that we're going to have a new economics stream coming to the channel in summer of 2022.
I mean,
so
we could do a whole lot of speculation and such. There you go, Mandu. Yeah.
You have 1 year. Okay, you have 1 year. Hey, is it officially summer yet? Does anybody know that? When's the first day of summer?
It's officially summer.
Yes!
It already happened. Your kids told me it was the first day of summer.
I didn't believe them. I mean, I thought it was somewhere around this time.
Oh, there you go. Pac actually explains it. He says, "Yeah, it was me one of the first times, if not the first time, in stream." He said,
That's
"You guys were
amazing.
playing Mario Maker, and there was a girl's voice talking and doing level codes
Yep.
and laughing in the background. So I related it to the wizard behind the curtain in The Wizard of Oz,
Yes.
and she became Miss Wizard."
Yes, which she absolutely loved. You know, because she's huge on the magic thing. She's like
Yeah. Then
she's
Pac
like a
said, "I
Disney
remember."
princess.
Yeah, he said, "I remember coming back, and her name had actually become Miss Wizard."
Yes.
Good times.
Yes, we absolutely loved that name. It was really good. I love that about online names. It's so hard to pick out a perfect online name. Nick and I had to workshop ours for like 2 days to kind of come up
It
with
was
something that was
fantastic
amazing.
when we got that on Xbox Live because we were just changing our original names. The original names, they weren't good. They were like from when we were like 15 or
Yes.
something. And we finally changed them, and then of course, some fool on Twitter already has my thing, and apparently their
Yeah,
account
mine
doesn't
too.
exist, but it does, but it doesn't. So it's like if you search at Nick Ditto, it just shows up with my account, which is Nick underscore Ditto, unfortunately.
Yes.
But you can technically search for Nick Ditto and you'll find me.
Let me go ahead and catch up in chat here. Pack Attack says, by the way, did everyone or some people get that Bomberman online for free? And if so, do we plan on trying it together sometime? I think
I
it would be
would
a
play
really
some
cool idea.
Bomberman online.
Is
I would
Bomberman
absolutely
free?
play that.
I thought it was like a Stadia only thing.
It was given out in Epic. Was it Epic that gave it out?
No, I don't think so. Was
Let me
it?
start up my Epic Games launcher. I mean, where else do you get things for free that everyone has access to? You
Bomberman
know,
99, like the online. I think it was just free. Or like you played it against other players. I'm not really
on
sure.
what, Steam?
No, I don't know.
Exactly. So I'm gonna
Legend
search
says I really need
it.
to play Okami. It looks amazing. It really does.
Oh yeah,
Okay, let me
absolutely.
see. Okay, Monty says I got it. Streamed it for like 30 minutes. And uninstalled. The Switch version is kind of meh. The game is fun though.
Oh, the game. So the game's free and available on the Switch, huh? That would explain why everyone would have it.
Yes. Tyler says summer. Yes.
Hey, wait a minute. I have a wish list on Epic Games. What? How? Thought it didn't have a wish list.
They
Oh
don't
wait,
have
they
they
did
don't
have a
have a
wish
shopping
list. They
cart.
don't have.
So you can't
Jesus.
like add 3 games to it and then Monty says
Yeah,
double
and for
pants
some
strategy
reason-
has been in use for 3 days now. Yes, that's
Something
right.
like that.
Ooh, it does seem to have private lobbies. Is it cross-platform? We could play it on a better system. Nuke says I don't like summer. Fall is better. Yes, guys, go grab Overcooked 2 in the Epic Game Store if you'd like. I would love to do like a community day for that, but at the same time, it's like 4-player online.
Yeah.
So that could be really fun. I'm excited about that.
You know, Overcooked feels like a board game to me for some reason. I don't know why.
It's so
In
good.
the sense of, it's a little excruciating to play. Like I could play that thing in limited burst, and then I just start going like mind numb, just playing it. I don't know why. I don't know why. It's like some games they just feel like board games to me.
Yeah, I know what you mean. All right, I want to show you guys the next thing. It is another deal. I thought that like game sales and that kind of thing would kind of go well with Good Morning Gamer because
Yeah.
it is kind of a relaxed like morning show. And to be honest, I don't think we're all dying to see heads get popped off right now. You know, as many gamers do enjoy in their casual free time. But it's morning. So this comes from Warrior64. It's really just a retweet ad more than anything. But Demon Souls for PlayStation 5 is $50 on Amazon and at Walmart, which
Cool.
kind of brought me to the realization of, are we really going to start paying $70 for games? I don't know. You know,
Question.
one of
That's a
the
good
few
question.
one of the few remaining PlayStation 5 true exclusives is that was $70 is now $50. So there's your justification for the $70 price hike right there. Look forward to that. So by the time I finally do get this though,
Hey Chuck, can you do me a favor?
sure,
Can you do me a solid?
I'll do you a solid.
Can you shrink my stream a smidge?
I can.
Because I am at all times bigger than you and behind you at the same time. And that's no good
how about
whatsoever.
this? Is this better?
A little smaller. Look how big my head is compared to yours. It's huge. No. A little bigger. Little smidge bigger? No. Okay, that's
It's
decent.
pretty good.
This'll
It's
do.
pretty good. Well, I can
Yeah,
do it now
that's better.
because you have the green screen, so it does.
Yeah,
kind of
and
work.
by the way, guys, Discord Nitro does not give you higher call streaming. It allows you to share your screen in 1080p 60 and allows you to stream to the Discord 1080p 60. It does not give you higher video call quality. So, sorry. I tried.
Okay, so I did want to go give at least one more
No pack.
reminder.
We'll test that later.
I wanted
Thank
to
you,
give-
Madu. I would really appreciate it.
I wanted to give one reminder here, and I'll drop you guys the link to it themselves. Steam Next Fest is currently going. It's going till the 22nd. There are tons and tons and tons of demos you can try for different games that are coming out. So check that out.
Let's look. How exciting!
So pretty cool. You know, like I don't know if we're gonna see a bunch of things. I don't really have too much time to sit and enjoy this thing, but at the same time, this is a really, really cool event. So between the Summer Game Fest demos we're getting on Xbox and other platforms and Steam, Steam is doing its own Next Fest, so there's tons and tons of demos there. According to the VGC tweet here, it says they're offering over 700 PC game demos. So check that out if you're interested.
What? Okay, so I got that page up, so I'll take a peek at that later. Cool.
Absolutely.
Where did the stream quality go? What's up with that?
The stream quality? What happened to it?
I don't know. It's all fuzzy for me. But I mean, I see me in OBS. That's really weird.
I don't know. Monty says,
Does it
okay,
make
Chuck,
Steam's
make Nick
downloading
small
demo?
and make him pop up from behind your chair. Oh my.
Guys, what are you doing? Okay, here. Pause. Kill Steam, I guess, because that's a problem. Nope, that's OBS. Don't kill OBS. Exit Epic. Exit
Should I rotate him and
Steam.
everything, Mandu? Just have him like peeking out the side? He's falling
Jesus.
off the edge of the earth. Here, let me...
There we go. Okay, so I got a little bit of video quality back. What in the world?
Just a wee bit. All right, let's see. Okay, Nick,
Yes.
you want to talk about actually I have a question for you guys before we get into one of the first things I wanted to discuss today. I wanted to ask you guys, is there any I've been trying to figure this out myself and I can't figure it out. Nick just said it recently. Okay?
Oh, yeah?
And I was like, what? And I still don't have an answer to this, and I'm curious if any of you guys have personal experience with this or any particular information on this. Is there any reason to pre-order a game? Especially
The pre-order game.
particularly
What did I say?
Particularly a digital one. Nick said that he had pre-ordered Far Cry 6, and I said, why? And I have no idea.
Okay, normally under any circumstance, I would never pre-order a game. Unless like physical, of course, you can consider that to secure yourself a copy at launch.
Yes.
Okay, makes sense. A digital game, the only reason I ever pre-ordered that thing is because it came with some digital goods that you would get if you pre-ordered it. I already knew I was going to buy it. I knew I'd be buying it the night it came out because I'm very excited about the story, and I don't care if it's digital or not. That's fine. You know?
mean,
Like,
here's one of the things. Okay, while we were watching a bunch of the E3 shows, okay, after like every single one, you know, it didn't matter which presentation it was. You know, like if it was the PC stuff, it was like wish list us on Steam and that kind of thing. Or even Nintendo, it's like, oh, pre-orders start today, and
oh, that's a good call. Manju says, well, main reason preload, so you're not waiting for a download the minute it releases. It's like, well, here's a 72 gig download you're going to download on your PS4 with a 32 megabyte speed because the PSN network's terrible.
I mean, I guess like I could see like pre-ordering the day that you buy it, maybe, so it can preload, like the day
Yeah, Nuke says
before.
preload is good brain, or is brain good.
Yeah, like I can understand maybe like pre-ordering it the day before it releases. I just don't know like pre-ordering it in advance for months and that kind of thing. I just don't know the point. And the weird thing is that it's a really traditionally normal thing to occur in our industry. Like it's widely promoted. It's very normalized, and I've just never really understood the point to it. So yes,
I understand.
there are things like like Legend said, it depends on where you pre-order it from. I like to pre-order things to get the pre-order bonuses. That's something that my co-host Mike for Game Pass Plus echoes all the time. He's like the biggest pre-order machine I've ever seen. Like
Oh my god, he's
now,
amazing. He
like
rolls his pre-orders, man.
he does. He will seriously put. And here's the other thing: you get a bit of a unique strategy when it comes to physical pre-orders. When you go to places like GameStop, you can put $5 down. Okay. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm yawning so bad today.
Why are you yawning?
I don't know. At the same time, okay, you go to like a digital storefront and you need to pay the full 60 or nowadays $70, to pre-order in advance. And it's like, yeah, you'll get the pre-order bonuses and that kind of thing.
Hey, Nuke, you're not having a stroke, are you? He said anything I type is completely unreadable, and I don't know why he said that.
Oh, no, that's just something Nuke says.
Oh, okay.
That's Nuke.
Because preload is brain good. Okay, I understand. I see what's up. Just making sure. Just making sure, okay? Because the minute you start forgetting, your spoken language, you start looking at it and things are like blurring together. You're like, uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yes. Okay, so Mondu's echoed this a few times now. He says, so you don't have to wait for downloads when it comes to release time. Admittedly, when you do physical game purchases, you're kind of used to the fact you're going to have to install that bad boy.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So, I mean, yeah, Nick says, I'm not having a stroke, LOL. That's just my dyslexia.
Just checking.
Yes.
I just wanted to make sure you were safe.
Yeah, no strokes there. If he was slurring his typing, that would be a fascinating discovery. But at the same time, a dangerous situation. Let me see. Lay purpose. He said, in regards to promotion, when it comes to pre-orders, Chuck, these are companies. Their job is to make money, which makes complete
he's
sense.
not questioning the marketing side of why do pre-orders exist. He's not questioning that. It is definitely money, and they want to make money. And, the more pre-orders they can get, the more they understand the demand for their game, the more they know how much they need to market it, change their marketing, offer things. Why am I flickering around?
Just pretend that's not happening.
Okay, yeah. Hey, if you can get me to where it's not cutting off my shoulder, that'd be great.
That's exactly what I just did.
Perfect. Good job.
Bam!
Okay.
No,
I was
I'm
going to
paying
say,
attention.
you're also cutting off, so you don't have to cut yourself off on this screen either.
My green screen's not perfect.
Oh, okay. So, okay, I understand.
I'm hiding cheapness.
Yeah. But yeah, to be clear, as to why companies are doing this, that's no mystery whatsoever.
So true. Basically, they want to lock down funds in advance, which is smart business. And I don't know if it just speaks to our nature as gamers and that kind of thing to just want to throw money at things in advance. Like, particularly for me, like the physical thing makes sense because sometimes you go to a store and it's like they just didn't get enough. One thing I know, Mike he used to work at GameStop, and there would be people who would come in launch day trying to get a copy, and they'd be like, "Look, this game was kind of niche. They only sent us as many pre-orders as we got." For physical, that's something that kind of happened. I know Maneater was one of those games where he said that it's like they only sent them like 5 copies, and it was because they had 5 pre-orders, and that was it.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah, like it totally makes sense. Let me see. Pax says when you pre-order digitally, does it charge your card when you do, or does it charge it to you when it's released? If it doesn't charge, it's cheaper than $5 down at GameStop, unless you can't cancel it. Cheaper to hold it. I mean, as far as I'm aware, if it charges you
On Xbox, at very least, I can say charges you the minute you pay for it.
Yes.
Like I paid full price day one for a copy of Far Cry 6. Me personally, I'm not worried about that. I know what I get out of a Far Cry game, and this one seems interesting enough. Whether or not it's like I normally. It's weird because it's like, how often do we come across games where it's like, yeah, I'll definitely pay $60 for this day one.
Yes.
Pretty rare, at least for me, knowing that things go on sale all the time. It's really rare I come across a game, and that's why it's like all these new games coming out and stuff. It's like, yeah, looks interesting at 40. And then I'm not buying all these super day one games.
That's actually something I wanted to talk to you about today. Is that I wanted to talk about maybe, we just went through E3 and the Summer Game Fest and that kind of thing. I kind of wanted to talk to you about some of the games that you might have saw at the show that you're willing to pay full price day one. But before we get into that, I'll go ahead and read some in chat here.
Sure.
Monty said Nintendo charges you and lets you download a week before the release. Yes, they do have the preload, which is really cool. Paxis also gets people on board and agreeing before they have more reasons not to do it after seeing and hearing about it when it's released. Absolutely, and that's kind of why I don't really pre-order anything.
Business sense.
Might as well lock them up. Yep, I'm surprised they charge you months before the game's release. I would think that it would just sit and charges when released. Yes, and they charge you immediately. And I know you can go to like GameStop. You're allowed to put as little as $5 down to basically get the same pre-order bonuses as paying full digital. But at the same time, you do have to have the money when the day comes, or you just don't pick up your game, and they just hold the $5 in your account, which is cool. I do like that GameStop does that. It's one of the best things that GameStop does do, is it allows you to get pre-order bonuses without having to fully pay for them. There you go. Monty says, answering for Nick, he's getting Advanced Wars 1 and 2 reboot camp. All right, let's go ahead and actually get started into that.
What you doing?
All right, Nick. So one thing I asked Nick to do, and myself as well, is we wanted to go ahead and talk about our top games we did see at the show. And this is a personal list. If you guys have things or if you guys have particular games, let us know. And let us know what you guys saw at the show that it's like, day one purchase for you. Nick, did you want to go first? You want me to go first?
I can go first. And I'm not going in any particular order, or should we go in particular order? Because I can.
You don't have to go in any particular order. If you want, go ahead and save your top number one for last. I will do the same for myself.
Okay.
But and I am curious because more than likely we might actually end up throwing our top number one out before the other one gets to it anyway. So it doesn't really matter. But okay, let's go ahead and hear. I want to know what it is that.
Okay, you know what? Here, I think I have a fun one to start with.
Okay.
This game was seen at the Wholesome Games Direct.
Oh, see now.
And that game.
Oh.
What?
There's actually a game from the Wholesome Game Direct that I didn't put on my list, although I wanted to, but it was just pushed off. It was like my number 6.
Boop. That game, which this is probably a terrible link. Can I link that? Am I allowed to link that, Mandu?
No, you didn't even pop up in chat, man. Oh wait,
my bad.
Let me go to live. No.
Okay, no. I can't delete it either. That's weird.
I really don't like that. YouTube goes default to top chat. I didn't even see, like, Land Porpoise's chat was just not there.
Yeah.
Neither was PAX. All I saw was Nuke. It said Splatoon 3.
Oh, shoot. Remember, PAX got a little soft ban on him. Remember that? And then POW, Land Porpoise, that sounds like him.
Ooh, I don't like that. I don't like that,
YouTube. So I can't link it, which is a little disappointing.
Link it in Discord, and then I'll pop it. I didn't get links, for the record. I didn't get links. I should have, but I totally didn't get links.
I mean, I just have my PC in front of me, so here we go. And this isn't even the best one. This is a link to a game called Amber Isle. Ooh.
Was this
shown
at the show?
It was shown at the Wholesome Games Direct.
Okay, let me see. I don't actually recognize this one.
This game is specifically Animal Crossing. With dinosaurs.
Oh, I did see this. Yes.
And it looks adorable. I'm like, oh my god. I saw this thing. I'm like, I need this. I just need this. It looks awesome. And look at those cool dinosaur designs. Look at that
I
beautiful.
do like this.
Everything.
I cracked it. I remember cracking a joke during the show. I'm like, this is the uniquest turn on furry game I didn't expect to see. Because
It's not a furry game.
It's not. No, you're legit
Here,
not a furry.
let me see.
It's just
Here,
Animal
let me
Crossing
get
dinosaurs.
you a thing. Amber Isle.
That's really cool.
Yeah, and let me get you.
Ooh, Mondu, that's low. He says it's Meteor Crossing.
Ooh. Okay, so here I got a link to some prototype gameplay. Oh, wait, are you playing as the dinosaur? I thought you're a human.
You are the
I'm so
human.
confused.
You're not the dinosaur. You're the human.
Well, here, this is alpha. Maybe they don't have the model for the human done, but here, this is alpha gameplay. If you just want to get some of that on screen, just so people can see what it is, and maybe they'll understand the nonsense coming out of my mouth when I'm like, "Hey, Amber Isle, oh, if it's dinosaurs, there's no fur." Ha 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 ha. It looks like you can run a shop. So I believe you run a cafe actually, but it's also Animal Crossing, and it's just with dinosaurs and stuff.
I thought you played as the people. I didn't think you.
I really think you do, which is what that original image. This is alpha, so they might not have the person fully animated, so they just put you as a dinosaur animated.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure you play.
Like that image that I had beforehand. You remember that one?
Yes.
Where it was the little GIF or whatever.
When
and
they
it has
showed it at the
human...
show, they showed you playing as a human as well.
Yeah. Also, the cover image, which I wish I can get this cover image. Image in new tab. Oh yeah, I got it. Here, I'll link you this, and then you'll get the vibe, and then the last thing we'll do, and then we'll move on to the next one.
Okay.
But here's a big old image of the cover image. You do play as a little human, and that has way more of the vibe of what the thing's all about, and such.
Here and then here is that cute cover image there. I do like it.
Yeah,
it's adorable.
Does not seem awesome? And look at that saber-toothed cat back there in the upper right. So there is fur. So I think it's a crossover between, dinosaurs and then the Stone Age with mammoths and stuff like that. So they'll probably have some of that.
Very cute.
It's all prehistoric and probably none of them should be alive, but it's okay. You're mysteriously here and it's Animal Crossing. It's called Amber Isle. What a great name. I love it.
I like that.
Love it.
All right, let me go ahead and get into chat. Yes, though, the game looks adorable. I'm definitely not going to play it. I don't think I have time for an additional Animal Crossing. But it does look very cute. Nuke says, in seriousness, Breath of the Wild 2, probably a day one for me. It'll probably be a day one for me as well.
It might be pushed out if I take it forever and am not playing through Breath of the Wild, the original game, before it. I might push it out a little bit. We'll see.
Yeah, I got a bit to discuss about all that for sure. Packet Texas, I'd really consider Age of Empires day one, but it's via Game Pass, so we'll have it there anyway. Exactly. Which is absolutely fantastic. I'm really excited about that. Land Porpoise called it Mediocre Crossing.
I think it looks awesome, if I'm honest. And I'm not gonna lie, with what Animal Crossing turned into, where everything's like a static, generic character. I don't know. I'm more excited about this than the next Animal Crossing. I mean, Animal Crossing, it's been trending in a weird direction that I'm a little worried about, but whatever, it's fine.
I love everything about Animal Crossing except the fact that they cheaped out on the villagers' voice lines.
Yeah.
Or text,
sure, yeah.
Dialogue, whatever. Nuke says, wait, is this a prequel to Animal Crossing? And the fossils you dig up on your island are the bones of these people? That is hilarious. I love that a lot.
It's a prequel.
Kind of terrifying. But yes, I do enjoy that a great deal. So this is a game where you can be a slave of your own people as well. Nice.
Well, all they're doing is requesting tasks and stuff. It's like, hey, can you go catch a fish and grab me 3 apples? I'm not your errand boy. But it's well, there's nothing else to do in this game, so I guess you are.
Dang.
And you just gotta nod and approve and do it.
Dang, there's no escape for you. That's just what it is. All right, let me go ahead and... Now that Nick set a precedent.
Oh, I set a precedent, did I?
Yes, you did.
Why, you find it a wholesome game? I can give you the link to the website where it has them. Okay.
All right, here it goes. This is on my anticipated game list. It's never mind. It doesn't really matter the order. Definitely Metroid Dread.
Dang it! Really?
You
pulled that out now?
Yes, I'm extremely excited for this game. This game looks really cool. It's definitely a return to Metroid, and I feel like every once in a while we see series where they get dragged out into the water, and just like their original image or originally what
Cool.
their history is, their history gets kind of pulled back. And this is definitely a return to the roots, and I'm really excited for Metroid Dread. It looks like they're really putting an effort for this. There's no limitation on this game, and that's why I think I'm so ecstatic about it. This is not
What do you mean, no limitation on the game? What does that mean?
We don't have the Nintendo Switch released, and then we're getting a remake
3DS
of a
port?
Zelda game. Or I'm sorry, of a
okay.
Metroid game. It's like, oh, we remade Metroid Zero Mission for the 3DS. It's like, but if you had made it for the Switch, we could have enjoyed it on beautiful graphics on the TV. You've made it for the handheld. Anyway, this thing is not being held back by anything, and not only that, visually it's pretty clear. This is down to its roots, and I really, really love this. The game already looks absolutely phenomenal. We don't need to play. I can't control the volume. Well, I'll just mute it then. I can't control anything. I wanted to control the...
Just hit the play. Just let it play. It's fine.
Mamma mia. Anyway, so the game itself looks like it's an absolute return to the roots of Metroid. So I'm super excited about this one. Definitely really high on my list. And definitely a day one purchase.
Pretty cool animations of just it dinking off of it. It's like, dink, dink.
It's sad, but like this is one of the first times in a long time I saw a Nintendo Switch game that I was like, I actually want to buy this day one. This isn't like obviously Breath of the Wild 2 and that kind of thing, but like the Luigi's Mansion thing or the Luigi's Mansion 3, it was something I was thinking about getting. And I just decided not to. And there's a lot of things that come in passing. But this is the first time I saw a $60 game and I was just like, I actually want to pick that up day one. And that's not something Nintendo has done very often, which is sad and weird.
Yeah, isn't that weird? I wouldn't pay 60 for what is the current Odyssey? Jesus. Mario Odyssey. I tried Chuck's copy of it and I played like through probably the first 40% of it. It's like I don't want to pay 60 for the last 60% of the game. And I'm not gonna lie, once you go through an area, I see so little reason to go back.
Now that game does not.
What is that?
The game doesn't have the staying power for some reason. I don't know what it is. It definitely didn't hold it for me. But at the same time, Nick, I don't know if it's you and I getting older or outdated or disconnected from the industry. But like it is one of those things where it's like even Breath of the Wild was just like it's like I played it once. I really don't have much incentive to turn it back on. I'm still turning on Super Mario 64.
I got the Majora's Mask Young Link amiibo. That's my incentive to play Breath of the Wild again.
Yes.
Just that.
Yes. So, there's a lot to do still. I'm really excited, but at the same time, like, I'm not sure what's going on between games, but like Super Mario Sunshine, Super Mario 64, nostalgia can't be the only reason, can it? Like,
might be.
Odyssey for me, it just doesn't hold the staying power. Neither does Breath of the Wild, and I'm not sure what that is. But I'd rather turn on Ocarina of Time than play Breath of the Wild, as much as I like Breath of the Wild.
There, Mondo actually had a comment. He said, as someone that 100%ed Odyssey, I 100% disagree with what you said, Nick.
You know what?
And that's fair.
There's something
that's completely
in common.
fair.
There's something in common with both Super Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild, okay? And it's both that their achievements are so low and so cheap when you grab a moon or you grab a Korok seed that I just don't care. And I think that might have something to do with it. I don't feel like I'm accomplishing anything. So while there is some big things you can accomplish, definitely taking down a big enemy, or a overworld boss, that's the stuff that keeps you and I wanting to play. But I think a lot of the game comes down to collecting worthless moons and collecting worthless Korok seeds. And because it cheapens the experience, it just doesn't feel like Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine.
Yeah.
I'm not collecting a random red coin over on the side. I'm actually doing something. There's 5 blue coins in each level. It's not 25 blue coins hidden all over the level. So nothing feels cheapened. And I think that's what our biggest problem with these newer games are.
I guess Mandu, so I see your comment. Mandu said, I could tell you that you barely scratched the surface of the Odyssey moons. Now let me just say, when there's 1,000 of them,
I don't care.
I don't think I care very much.
I think it has something to do with cheapening the game experience. I wonder. The sense of achievement is so low on some of these that it was just like, I don't care that I did that. I would rather be playing something hard like, Dark Souls. And it's like, I just trampled an amazing boss, versus
I
I
guess
collected 12 moons today.
here,
Do I
let me
feel
let me state
accomplished?
that's emblematic of what the issue is here.
I should say, Bite a Pack, thank you so much for joining us today, Pack Attack.
Yeah, it was great to see you, friend. Happy Father's Day.
I can't even mow my lawn. It's all dead. We're looking at what looks to be the entire neighborhood catching on fire with yellow lawns.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
It's like
It's
a
been
drought.
like 3 weeks of drought. It's weird.
We had one thunderstorm like 2 days ago, and it was like, that was it. I think it's supposed to storm today, so who knows?
Yeah.
Sign
But yeah,
Pat.
let me
Thank
just
you for
state
stopping
something emblematic of like my issue with Odyssey. It's the fact that there's a bundle moon where you can grab. It's like here's 3 of them.
in. Yes.
Like, what? It's like what? That's like if you're in Super Mario 64 and there's just 3 stars just bundled and they're just arbitrarily stacked, like you get it off of like the Splatoon vibe of marketing, where it's like here's your packaged good. It's like here's 3 of them. It's like
Yes.
the moons essentially felt like blue coins, but not kinda. They felt like blue coins a little bit, like from like
That's what I was
Sunshine
saying.
or
It was kind of
something.
like blue coins from Sunshine, but there's 25 blue coins hidden all over the level instead of 5.
Yeah.
And then each one doesn't feel like an achievement. It feels like another.
I mean, the
spitball at
moons are
wall.
reducing, like the stars down to like coins.
Yes. It feels like you're
I
collecting
don't
red
know.
coins all over the level, doesn't it?
And that's the thing. It's like I don't want to harp on Odyssey. I know the game was fantastic, and I had fun with it. My only problem was that it's like I never felt like I wanted to like turn around. It's like, oh, how do I do this puzzle over here? It's like I never ran into a puzzle I couldn't really do. And I couldn't sort out, and I don't see why I'd ever come back if I did. Like the only level I found interesting enough to where it's like I feel like I should return was probably the first one, and that was just for the symphonic musical piece that they used to introduce the game.
There's some great stuff in there. Like I think the maps are very good. Legend, he said in chat, he said, sure, but you get the multi moons after beating bosses or completing important events. They're just not scattered around the game, which is good. I do like that the multi moons are not.
Look, why not make it a star or something? It's like, here's a bundle. Like, here's how cheap your thing is. Here's a collection of them, just handing you multiple ones at a time. It's like,
I understand what you mean. I think we'll. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Lamporpus says if you like exploration, Odyssey is for you. And you're right. There is a lot to explore in those games. I think.
Is there?
I think another
'Cause
thing that for
exploration-
Nick and I is that now as we're getting to be adults and that kind of thing, less time and that kind of thing. It's hard to justify spending time getting 10 moons versus progressing in some game. I think our backlog's getting too thick to be able to waste time on meaningless tasks. That doesn't explain
the
our
thing
love
I'm
of
not
Animal
liking
Crossing,
here.
but
Yeah, the thing I'm not liking here. He says if you like exploration, Odyssey's for you. The thing I don't like about Odyssey is that once you go through it, there's no reason to go back. As in, like, once you've seen it. It's kind of
you know
my
what? I
feeling
think
for
that's
it.
a lot of games though. I mean, Super Mario 64 has got to be really narrow. The
Sure.
joy of playing Super Mario 64 is not seeing the level or understanding what's in the level. It's actually being able to complete the challenges.
Yeah, it's certainly not exactly for
there's-
exploration.
There's like 7 stars per level, and you can only do 1 per run. So it makes each one an absolute commitment. Go ahead and you can go ahead and pick your next one here. Let me see. Monty says, it still blows my mind. It feels really weird that I see you guys reply to a message before it's on my screen. Manu, are you still on Top Chat or Live Chat?
Yeah, check the top of your
sometimes
chat window.
Maybe we're like a little too. Maybe I have the latency up or the low latency triggered too much. Live chat.
Huh.
I apologize if there's any confusion due to our quick nature. I just want to be able to talk with you guys accurately.
Yeah. And now, to be fair, like I said, this is the last thing I'll say about Odyssey, okay? I clearly know that Odyssey isn't for me necessarily. It's a
needs to
fun
play
one-time run-through,
Yes.
And it's like after I did the thing, it's like, yep, I did the thing. It's like, man, do I not want to do it again?
Like I said, it came off as Korok seeds. Sometimes it's like where I would do a challenge and I'm like, I don't care. And it's like, that's what I just wasted my time on. But let's go ahead and move on.
Sure.
Remember, the game that we were currently discussing was
You eliminated one of mine, and
Metroid Dread. Was that the
Yeah.
last game we were talking about?
yeah.
Okay,
So
so
I'm not
Nick,
gonna
it's your
lie,
turn.
Metroid Dread was like my 1 or 2.
Yes, it's
So
way up there.
you
I'm
knocked
very
it out
excited.
early.
That was my number 3. Go ahead. I didn't have mine in any order, but the next one.
Okay. My next one, Slime Rancher 2. Woo!
Oh, cute. I have
Yeah,
no
excited
desire to
for
play
Slime
this.
Rancher. No?
I'm surprised. Like, your list is very, like, my list is very traditional. Your list is very, like, out there so far.
Yeah, it's fun is what it is. And here, let me here so you can just get something on screen here.
Sure, thank
Boop.
you.
There you go. I don't know. I'm Slime Rancher is the game I'd like to explore through. I really enjoyed the first one. I had a blast. It's just so much fun and it's charming and it's adorable. Even with the mud slimes or the what do they call them? I don't know. They
Rainbow
call them. Yeah, they called them something. Maybe there was the rainbow slimes or whatever. But yeah, it was. I don't know. It was just such a good time. It's such a good time. I remember I recommended this one to Nuke. I believe Nuke enjoyed it. The game ran like hot garbage on the PS4 Slim for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know why. My wife has a PS4 Slim, and that thing takes off like
It's
a jet
probably
engine.
poorly optimized, admittedly. You know, or like the game
Yeah,
itself, because I know it was kind of an indie game.
Yeah, and that was the thing. Is like, I expect. Here's the thing. There were some troubles with the first game. Oh, there's the mud slimes or whatever they're called. I had some troubles with the first game, but I really, really enjoyed it. And the second game I expect to be way more polished. You know? So that's why I'm so excited about the second game, is that we're going to have this great game that they clearly have, and it's going to be polished, and it's going to be exciting, it's going to be, you know, not clunky and stuff. So that just seems like a good time to me.
It's very cute. Like I don't know if it's like on the top of my list to play, but at the same time, I mean, it's adorable. I don't really know the point of the game at all.
You ranched some slimes.
I mean,
Didn't you get the free release?
Sounds like
through
a
Epic Game Store?
collectathon.
I probably did. I think I have it, honestly. Epic.
Monty said, I guess my list would include the many Octopath-like RPGs shown. Yes, which we got to see.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what? I love that people are starting to use that style because it is absolutely beautiful. And I'm waiting to see
Guys,
some of these games
what do
actually
you
release.
think? What do you think I've been doing with things like Delver?
He's not doing that.
No, I'm just saying. Like I said, you have me sold on low poly environments textured with sprite art or with pixel art. Okay, pixel art, low poly environments. Boom, you got me like that.
AG says, how you doing?
Hey,
Or
welcome
AG,
back.
how you doing? He said, Happy Father's Day. Dropped some pancakes in there. My kids actually made me a cheesecake, or 2 cheesecakes, which is like my favorite food ever. Pretty sure I'm going to die now. But it was absolutely delicious. So,
there ain't no Slime Rancher icon on my desktop, Mondu.
look at that.
How would you
icon
see
on
my
your desktop?
desktop?
Oh, yeah. Do you have the
I
icon on your
probably
desktop?
did. Slime Rancher. Yeah, I got Slime Rancher in Epic.
Oh, AG, that
In
was
the
nice.
Epic Game Store.
He said, yeah, I made pancakes for my dad. Oh, I'm sure he loved that. That's awesome.
Hey, that's cool.
All right, guys. My next game, really no surprise here.
Oh, let me
I don't
Delver.
believe.
Oh, I have a few folders for Delver. I have
Yes.
links to the old one. I have links to 4 generations of beta of it. You know, it's such a good time.
All right, guys. I don't think my next one is any surprise. My next one is Elden Ring.
Oh shoot, I didn't even put that on my list. What a psychopath.
I'm extremely excited for Elden Ring, but I mean, I think the reason I'm so excited for it is that I have played and beat all 3 Dark Souls games. I think I've said many times, I only need to beat like one boss in Dark Souls 3, one side boss, and then I'm pretty much done. But this game looks like Dark Souls, and that's why I'm so excited about it. It looks like it plays like Dark Souls. It looks like it is Dark Souls. It doesn't look like it's Bloodborne. It doesn't look like it's Sekiro or any of those other side ones. It looks like Dark Souls, and I'm very excited about that because I just enjoyed that series. So
Yeah, I think the neat thing about this is that clearly this is an open world game. Okay, and that's clarified. No worries, Chuck. That's
I'm very
verified.
excited about that.
Yeah, so
The
it's
game
an
just
open world Dark
looks
Souls
like Dark
game,
Souls.
and yeah, and that's the thing is that's what I like. It's like I enjoy the Dark Souls style. I enjoy the slow progression. It's what do you call that? Slow methodical gameplay.
Yes.
You know, I really enjoy that where you're learning and how to do things and stuff like that. And that's the thing is like this game it didn't need to change that.
Yes.
They just made larger worlds, interesting environments. Mr. George R. R. Martin was working on it and stuff, and apparently he was done with the story a long time ago. So he was gone a while ago, you know. But I don't know. There's just so much to like. I mean, look at these designs.
That's what
It's
I was actually gonna
ridiculous.
say is that like you can tell the designs for like the enemies and stuff, the world, the art,
Sure.
everything. It's really intense.
The cool thing is that
Stuff.
it's not stellar graphically, but it's like you look at it, it's just so fascinating to look at all the different designs, the art style, everything. It's like
Like-
it doesn't need to be perfect. It looks
This gets me.
awesome.
This gets me every time I see it. This wispy looking elk that is flying through the sky. Like I mean, everything
Jesus.
about the design for this game is just completely phenomenal. I'm super excited and excited for its release. It's definitely up there on one of my top games here. What do we have here for a release date? Do we? Elden Ring. Oh yeah, we actually do have a release date. So January 21st for Elden Ring.
Woo!
AG says, "Oh, I can't wait to
wow.
suffer." Yeah, I mean this to me is definitely the next Dark Souls in the Dark Souls series. It looks like Dark
I'm not
Souls.
going to play it on PS4 though.
No.
I'm going to wait.
I'll get it on my
wait
Series
until I get a
X.
PS5 or a Series X, and then I'll play Dark Souls 3. So I can play it at more than 22 frames.
I
a
need to
second.
look and see if they did some next gen updates. I have the
Can you
Series
please
X.
find out?
I
Can
should-
you find out if if Elder Scrolls 3 runs a little Elder Scrolls Jesus,
Nope.
Dark Souls 3 runs a little better on that thing. I just want to see some better frame rates. Mandu mentioned he said I'm surprised you didn't get Garage Builder or a Game Builder Garage Frame 1, Nick. I love that Frame 1. I've been really stuck at a crossroads with this because games like this remind me of Game Maker. Game Maker, I can import my own assets. A thing on a console is proprietary. Should I just be learning Unity? Should I just be learning the Unreal Engine? Should I stop being lazy and work on a real game engine? I don't know. Should I just be working on Delver or modding? I'm working with like old Game Boy
Nuke,
games and
thank you
stuff.
so much
learning
for
the
hanging out,
programming
man.
For that.
Sayonara,
Yeah, thank
man.
you. It was
Thank
great
for
to see
hanging.
you, friend. Happy Father's Day. We can make textures,
I think you need to
which is
start.
weird.
I think you need to pick up a Real Engine, so that you can start making your own things and that kind of thing. Because
you're
the
not
more you
wrong.
teach yourself those engines, the more you could just apply your own graphics and things and just suddenly make something yourself.
Here's what I know. And this is why I've been so caught in between, especially with the thing I saw today. Like even that little Ditto attack game, the Ditto Assault
cute.
game or whatever. It's like that was awesome, and I'm like,
Yes.
wow, I want to do that. But I'm not gonna lie. I know I'm not the fastest learner in the world. Pretty visual in the sense, like if I see someone do it, it's like, all right, I get it. But for programming, I've always been challenged by programming, despite how much I want to do it. So the thing is that I constantly worry. This even happened with Mario Maker 2, which is why I didn't jump on it immediately. It's because by the time it takes for me to make something cool out of it, everyone's moved on.
Yes.
And it doesn't matter. And then no one cares, and I'm like, okay. This reminds me of Project Spark. It reminds me of Dreams. It reminds me of,
It's another
proprietary
game
game
builder.
engines. Yeah, it's like, so yeah, I don't know. I've had some trouble with it, but I'm not gonna lie. I've been really on the fence. It's like, should I be getting this? Because it looks really cool.
I think you
And-
probably should, but at the same time, I do kind of think you should just work with a different engine. Especially find the most visual and friendly programming engine you can find. you know, and
Sure.
then work through the tutorials or, you know, work through whatever you need to
Yeah,
kind of learn it. Because once you do, like, it's like you know the software. It's like me, I self-taught
right.
Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign. You know, I self-taught myself all those things, and I tried to use the professional program so that I wouldn't have to worry
Might have
about
said,
not being able
"Oh,
to do it.
you didn't see the other video I put in there." I don't remember another video. I probably just missed it. Oh,
There's a
hey,
lot of really
congrats,
cool stuff.
Don't care about Bear.
Oh,
He just beat the what is that? The first boss of Dark Souls 1.
oh, hey, congratulations!
What is that? The not the Capra Demon or something? The one that's up
I can't
on the
remember what his
ridge or
name.
whatever? That's cool. Good job. Good job. That's cool.
Dark Souls is not easy, but it is a blast.
Not at all. And I'm really pleased that he bothered to actually consider checking out the first one before jumping to like 2 or 3 or
Yes,
whatever.
don't spoil yourself. Do the entire thing. You
And he
just
already
more.
beat Bloodborne, which is ridiculous because
You
it's
can
like
beat
I
Bloodborne.
you know
You can beat Dark Souls.
I've
Dark Souls
beaten
is
Dark
easier.
Souls multiple times. Beaten Dark Souls 2 at least. Dark Souls 3, I stopped with the frame rate and I can't beat Bloodborne. I'm trying and I'm trying. It's like Jesus, man, this is hard. Age starts in programming becomes easier once you learn the basics, of course. And he said, Nick, I would say go to Unity because there's a ton of tutorials.
I've heard lots
And
of
then-
good things with Unity.
And hear me out, okay, guys? My brain is so sporadic, and I can't stick on a project for too long before getting bored, and then I move back on to like, oh, what about this old project? What about this old project? I'm terrible. Okay, that's also why I'm hesitant to jump into new things. Because right now, like I'm trying to do the Game Boy programming, I'd love to do Delver. I want to join the Delver competitions. They're doing like mod competitions and stuff. I helped influence them to start that, you know, and then I couldn't join because I was way too busy. There's all sorts of things that I want to do. I would love to use Unity is because it seems like really realistic, especially like making like a mobile game or something. Unreal because it's like, hey, I got a link in my
Yeah.
OneNote thing where it's like, here's a link to 30,000 photorealistic assets that Epic gave out for free.
Yeah.
Like that'd be
I
really
would
cool to
probably
be able
do
to play
Unreal
with.
Engine if you could.
And look at all the different directions. I could play with Game Builder Garage while it's cool. I could do all the junk that I like to do, which is like Game Boy modding and Delver. I could jump into Unity to make mobile apps. I have an idea for it. Unreal. Game Maker for one. I wanted to actually make like an app for my computer that would be really neat for just something I was looking for.
You know, after
There's all
looking
sorts of-
through, after seeing many of the things that people made with Game Maker Garage and that kind of thing, or Game Builder Garage, and seeing it's like, wow, that is really cool. Like I really didn't expect it. It's like, whoa, they're walking around
Did you
3D
see
environments. And that kind of
thing?
thing. Huh?
It's like, wow, F-Zero. Someone
I have not
is
seen it.
making F-Zero in there.
But
it
at the
looks
same
amazing.
time, I said, what if you made that on PC?
Sure, there's obviously the aspect of, oh, if you can do it here, then why? Like I built like my biggest RPG Maker world I've ever made. I'm really proud of its design and stuff. It's only half done, but I made it on the 3DS. So one of my game bingo things is to recreate that on the PC version so I can actually use it.
Yeah.
You know. So I'm a little caught in a bind there. I have all sorts of things and projects that I want to do. And Game Builder Garage is currently one that I worry about because I worry it's going to fall out of interest really quickly.
Yes.
And it's like, oh, the cool hype will be here, and then it'll disappear. People
I
will
just
make some
feel
cool
like
things.
you should just pick up something traditional that will never end. You know, if you learn Unreal, you'll be able to work with Unreal 3, Unreal 4, Unreal 5 engine. So I highly recommend that.
It says, I do think it's something you should get for your kids. Is I think
Definitely
what Chuck
not.
was saying. He said, "Oh, please, you two, check out the second video I posted in the cool stuff."
I
That's
can't
the
get
other
my
thing falls
kids to
short
enjoy.
of what you can make in there.
I can't
It
get
falls
my
short
kids
of what
to
you can
enjoy
make in there.
the classics. You know, like
Here, let me
there's no way I can
see
get
what
them
he
to
put in
enjoy
here.
programming. All right, let's keep
the
moving. We still have a bunch of games to get through, good sir.
Okay. Doom Eternal. What? What? Wow, he's got the shoulder shooter and everything. How are these models made? How do you make these models? I see. This is the thing. I don't understand how this game builder thing works. It's like, how do you make the assets? Look at this thing. This is really cool to be on Switch. Whatever. Ridiculous. Just ridiculous. Sorry, continue, Chuck.
I think I did the last game, so I think it's your turn.
Oh, Let me see. Okay, so I said Amber Isle, I said Slime Rancher, you killed Metroid Dread.
Yep.
Guardians of the Galaxy, which I know
Okay.
almost no one else is excited for, but me personally, I'm a big Guardians fan. I love the vibe to it and everything like that, so I'm... And I mean, the Avengers game came out, it's like, okay, everyone's excited about Avengers. It's like, I really like the Guardians of the Galaxy, and they're not in this game at all. You know? Like, at all.
Yeah.
So yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy, I don't know, it seems cool.
No, yeah, no, I totally agree. I was looking at this thing, and it looks like the exact kind of game that I want to play, which is really weird. Between the story, it's like this is definitely going to be an experience. I don't expect it to be...
Legend, have a great day, friend. See you later.
Sayonara, Legend. Thank you for hanging out. I don't expect to see, like, I don't expect this game to be, I don't even know how to describe this. But the fact that it is this ongoing story kind of thing, I don't expect to play it twice, is what I was trying to say. But I do love the dialogue. I think it does a great job of kind of like filling out how the lifestyle of this group of heroes is.
It shows the day-to-day.
Yeah, and I think that's something that I think is really cool as an experience. And, we kind of saw some of the actual gameplay where they were kind of controlling their teammates and that. Obviously, we're not looking at the most ideal enemies here. They're literally...
A gelatinous cube,
Yes.
which is just a reference.
Yes. So, yeah. No, the game looks really cool being able to get your opponents and that kind of thing. It does look like it's kind of like... If you're just going to play as Star-Lord, it looks like it's just going to be a weird shoot-a-thon. But the gameplay, the story, the dialogue, it looks like the writing is phenomenal. So, no, I agree. I'm totally excited for this.
Yeah, so, I mean, I don't know. It's interesting. I mean, the visual fidelity, this is something I'm personally a fan of here. It's like, they took one of, like, my favorite Marvel properties, and it's like, look at how cinematic this thing looks. It looks really cool. I'm kind of really excited about it. It feels like a fan game made for me.
Yes.
It's really weird. So I'm like...
based on the trailer that I've seen so far, like it just looks like it has some pretty good quality to it. It looks like it's mostly fleshed out. It looks like generally we kind of see what we see is what we're going to get. Yeah. And if the story or the dialogue is as good as what they've shown in this trailer so far, then I think the game is going to turn out excellent. I'm very excited to see wonky character designs. And that's the other thing is the character designs are actually accurate to the comic book, not the...
Yeah, I was going to say, I wouldn't say... and that's the thing. It's like, you need to pay for, the character likeness if you start using the real actors and stuff, which is the trouble that the Avengers game had, which is why everyone...
Now that looks wonky as all get out.
Yeah, it's like you start playing like the Avengers theme on like a kazoo, and you show these characters or whatever. Like, who are these?
Yes.
Or whatever. I don't know. Personally, I really like these designs. Specifically, Gamora's design is the coolest thing I've ever seen. I'm like, holy cow.
I actually like all of them.
So cool.
I like all of them for the most part. I think Drax and Star-Lord are probably the worst, but Drax is forgivable. Star-Lord is difficult, but at the same time, when you have seen the comic book character, you're like, oh, Star-Lord is a blonde. So it's like, okay, I mean, I can't argue there. Rocket, he has a goatee. Braid.
I saw Rocket and I was like, who is that or whatever. And then by the end of the trailer, I'm like, yep, that's my boy Rocket.
So I'm excited. I love this.
Highlighting that one off the list. Boop.
That's great. I love it when they do that. Monty says, I love how if you go to the Switch trailer, they have the same thing, but they censored the PlayStation buttons. I absolutely love it when they do that. I love it when they do that. It's just completely preposterous.
How about the Telltale Borderlands game, which had the Xbox button prompts in the PlayStation version of the game? They're like, oh, we gotta patch that out.
How does it get past quality control? Are you serious?
Who knows?
It also makes you
press
wonder.
X. It's like, yeah, that's a button.
Oh my goodness. All right, let me see.
To be
says,
fair,
don't get excited. You'll be disappointed.
AG's got some... Yeah, those are sage words for anyone getting super overhyped for something that's just not in our hands yet. And you're right. Like, watching the combat and stuff, it looks really bad. In the sense of. Okay, visually, I think it looks cool. But the combat in the sense of it's like you saw how the he was like jumping around and you're like whole camera locked on that thing is like Caesar was like moving around and stuff because it's moving around and all you have to do is just press like probably the X button and you're just shooting, which is generic gameplay. If I'm honest, that's really generic gameplay. And maybe that's intentional because it seemed pretty clear you have control over your entire team through almost commands,
Yes.
like your other buttons. In the sense of, so you can constantly start whittling down enemies with the guns, but that gives you, and with a lock on, but it gives you the ability to focus on controlling your other characters while you're just also whittling down damage, which is not ideal. I'm not going to lie, the level of combat with specifically Star-Lord is akin to like that Phantasy Star Online game. If you have the gunner class, you just lock on and you're just pressing just the constant shoot button. It's like, this isn't very fun.
Like, it kind of looks a lot like I'm not excited to play this game for its gameplay at all. I'm excited for the story. And I think that might speak to the fact that I just really enjoyed the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. Like, I really
I'm glad I have another person on my side there. Thank you.
Well, you and I love the space fantasy, especially when it's rough. It's the rough space fantasy. It's not like,
Sure.
I mean, I don't know. I guess we like all space fantasy.
It's rough, random space adventure is what it is.
Yeah,
with a bunch
it's
of
space
misfits.
pirates.
It's just fun.
It's space
just
pirate
fun,
simulator, and I think that's really cool. A really enjoyable thing.
Mondo has a side note.
Oh, we'll get to that in a minute. He did say, just wait for it to end up in Game Pass. Might be the right call there.
I hate to say it.
It's a Marvel game, so it's going to be extremely easy. Also buggy. Learn from the game Marvel's Avengers. And you're right. This isn't coming from Crystal Dynamic, I don't think. So,
look, I'm not gonna lie. I think this is another Far Cry 6 moment where I'm like, I know I'm gonna play this game. I know I'm gonna really want to play this game. And honestly, it's like, yeah, I'm probably just gonna buy this day one if I'm honest. Guys, I'll tell you if it's bad. How about that? You get a personal review over here. And that's the thing. Oh boy. Yeah, at least this one isn't a live service multiplayer game.
True.
That's literally all I cared about because I think the Avengers game looked neat. But then they have live service for no reason whatsoever. Like you're running through like story missions, but it's like live service for no reason whatsoever.
Simple bad design and
terrible.
Crystal Dynamics.
We shoehorned in is what it was.
Okay,
and I think everyone could see it.
This is the news for Overwatch. I think it's a new challenge, probably to unlock a special skin, and they're not going to show you what the skin is. Okay, I'm really excited about that because obviously I love Overwatch, and to be honest, Ash can always use a great new skin.
When is that crossplay coming? Because I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't mind throwing that in on my Xbox. I know I should play it on PC. I don't care.
They discussed it. I don't know when it's happening. Later this year, I believe.
Okay.
And of course,
whenever that happens, maybe I'll jump in and I'll join. I'll be joining on a controller regardless, even if I'm on my PC. So don't get hyped and excited for like a stellar extra player on your team.
Well, actually, we were gonna message you last night. AG says, Overwatch, the game I only play when you guys the homies are around. Yeah, last night, Mandu and Nuke and I were playing some Overwatch for a little while. Yeah, absolutely fun. It's so much more fun when you're playing as a team because when you fail, it's a team effort, but when you succeed, it's also a team effort, and it feels really great when it's like, we did that.
Fair.
No,
Mandu. 24-hour peak is 739 players for Marvel's Avengers. Jesus.
Oh, the whales. They're all that's left.
Oh, it's terrible. And also that smiley face emote thing.
The Google emotes are so bad. Look at this. They wrecked my favorite emoji. The open happy face. They threw teeth on the clown. Like, it looks hideous. Anyway, my next game here.
Why does it open up a YouTube link? Wow.
My next game here is the Battlefield 2042. I've not played a Battlefield game before, so I'm really that's even creepier, Monday. I'm really excited to play this game. Like, I've been kind of out on Call of Duty for a while now, so I'm kind of excited to see how this wonky
Jesus, yes,
military
give us
sim
anything.
plays.
Like, for the love of God, can we get one game that this thing, it already has battle passes, I think. No, that was Halo. this game's I'm kind of afraid this is going to be EA's jump with Battlefield into the giant microtransaction monster.
I think it will. And I'm
And
worried
I
about
really
that as well.
think
It's
I
online
really
only.
think they said there's no battle royale, and I think the reason they say that is because battle royale is just free for all survival.
Yes.
It's survive is I mean, I know how Call of Duty has it, whereas they have all their different game modes, and then they have survival mode or whatever, which is like you play until you're dead, and then you respawn at the end of the match.
It's like
you
a
know, so
capture
it's
the
just gonna be a free
objective.
for all survival. That's it.
Yeah.
It's probably what it's gonna be.
So they'll probably have some alternate ideas. At the same time, again, like we've heard, the game, while it's not going to have a battle royale or whatever, okay, we did hear that it's online only. There's no single player campaign or anything like that. So they have to be doing something to make extra money with this. Therefore, assume it's a big microtransaction horde out there.
Also, I wanted to note something about this. Something that's interesting. Prior Battlefield games have had this. I think some of the later ones don't. But the idea is, like, you can't knock down those buildings. You know?
Yeah.
Like they stop, they get in the elevator, and they're changing their class and stuff. It's like, someone can't ram a helicopter through there?
No,
Question mark?
probably
I was like, oh, I guess not, because you probably can't do that. So that tornado coming through isn't going to rip down any buildings.
not. Yes.
Which is weird. But whatever. It's okay, because, now to be fair, I'm not dissing, because this looks so exciting. Look at this taking the whole jet. I love it.
I think this is like an extended gameplay one or something.
Ah.
Yeah, I'm really excited. The game looks really cool. That is on my top list. I'm actually thinking about buying it, which is surprising. Battlefield has been big team deathmatch lobby since forever. I mean, year 2040 plus. Yeah, so I'm really excited. I'm very excited about this one. Although I do have some other things that are taking away some of the hype from this.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I was going to say, because a lot of people are hyped with the news of the Battlefield 4 servers being so strained from people jumping in that EA's boosting the server.
Yeah.
Uh,
Capacity.
Sure. There you go. Thank you for the right word.
I installed it. I have the game installed.
So did
I have it installed. I was like, yeah.
Is that on your Xbox, Chuck, or is that on PC?
My Series X.
I have it. Okay, perfect. Because maybe we'll play some. I have it installed in my box too.
I agree.
Because I'm so excited. It's like that was in an era before the microtransaction monster started rolling in.
So now we get to see the pimped out version of it. Not that anybody used the word pimped out anymore, but.
He says, I mean, it's the year 2040 plus. One would guess the building can take a tornado. And to be fair, these buildings will have been built and built and built more and more to the times of the growing times of the worst
of the Battlefield franchise.
Environmental. No.
That's a good idea.
The worsening environmental
crises.
Storms and stuff happening. So the buildings will be made more and more durable to resist these things. Because clearly, if it's happening now, it's probably been happening for the last 50 to 100 years. No, that's not true. That's not true at all because,
2042.
2042. I'm sorry. Whatever. We're accelerating. Whatever. It's fine.
AG says, 50 v 50 was insanely fun until they changed it to the way you don't die at all until the end of the match.
Oh, like you're not out until the end of the match, which is just team deathmatch.
Yes.
Also, Chuck, I forgot. Do you recall the news specifically with that Battlefield 2042? That on the Series X and next gen consoles, you can have like the 124 player matches.
I don't even know
something,
if there's
and then
that many next gen systems.
Listen to you. And then on last gen consoles, it's like 64 v 64.
That's nuts.
Yeah, so the next ones are going to be chaos.
I'm excited. You're just going to spawn in and be like, boo, boo, boo. People are going to be spawn camping you really bad. Well, actually, they do that thing where you can't advance anymore, right? Where you can't like get into their territory. They give you like space.
I don't recall what they do.
Battlefield 1 did that. I remember playing it, and it's like,
I have Battlefield 5 currently installed, and I have Battlefield 4 at the moment. So I want to try both of those.
Last gen is half the player count.
Yes.
All right. Anyway, so that was my next one. I mean, I know I've talked a lot about 2042 already. I'm excited for it. I really am.
You said there were some problems with it or something?
No.
Whatever?
No, I said there were some other games I'm more hyped for.
Oh, there you go. PS6 gen. We get 256 player lobbies. Lol.
Yes, please.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're going up with the RAM upgrades. Is what we're doing right there.
What's your next game?
next game is Wars 1 and 2 Reboot Camp. Holy cow. How could I not? How could I not? Here, let me see.
I got it.
Oh, thank you. How could I not? I am so hyped about this game. And I believe it has online 4-player multiplayer. I think Mondu pointed that out to me. And I'm like,
Yo.
Phew. It says Orange Star Nation. I'm like, pow. And the bright skies, that's something I remember from that franchise. Is it has these
brightly
bright,
colored
lovely,
game.
vivid colors.
This game looks
Look
beautiful.
at the crowd stuff.
I tell you what, you get me this. You get me this as a gift, okay, and I'll play with you. I don't know when it said it was coming. I can't read the thing.
Yeah, let's see. They're up on the ridge. They got their upper
Available
defense on that
December
ridge.
3rd. So get it for me for Christmas, and then I'll play with you. Okay?
Listen to you. I'll play online. I'll play with Mondu. He'll have it.
I probably won't.
Like, they got the boats and stuff. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Oh, my God. Whatever. I can't say enough about this franchise. Let me just say, okay, it's like, this franchise is, like, one of my favorites. This is the one game I would carry on me daily, to this day, on my Game Boy Advance Micro. I would carry it around. I would play quick matches. You can save in the middle or whatever, and it's fine. I'd have a blast just constantly.
I'm not getting it.
I'm not getting it. Oh.
Oh.
Now I'm sad.
Yeah,
I guess
the game looks
maybe
really cool.
okay.
The game is absolutely beautiful. I'm very excited.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. That's my number one.
Look at that.
Just to be clear.
I'm not surprised. I'm really not surprised. Like, it is an absolute surprise. There's no reason why. There's no reason why you shouldn't totally be excited for this. I know that you've really liked the series and that kind of thing. I played it a few times myself. It's fine. I don't think I ever played it enough to sit here. Advance Wars is a game I get when it goes down to $15.
See, and this is the interesting thing. Mondo, I think, would probably buy Mario Odyssey at full price. I would not, but I would buy Advance Wars in a heartbeat.
I'll pay $20 for this game.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. Me personally,
if you tempt me.
I think 60 is a lot for this game.
Yes.
Okay. I think 40 is a golden price for that thing. I understand most people would probably see it and say 30. Okay.
You could
so
tempt
I'm not
me
gonna
at
lie.
30.
Sure, maybe. But regardless, I know I'm gonna be getting this. Which this is really ironic though. I guess I won't play through the campaign and I'll just keep playing the multiplayer on my Game Boy Advance or something. I guess.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just so fun and I enjoy it so much. I just love this franchise so much, and I'm not exactly a tactician or a logician or something, like that. But I can still have a blast playing these games. And there's a lot of complicated turn-based games. I have a hard time, I'd even argue occasionally, with Fire Emblem. Okay?
Yes.
This game in particular, I just have a ball.
Yeah.
It's too much fun.
AG says, I bought Super Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild at full price. Full price. Those games are the only games I bought for a solid 60.
Yeah, that's the thing. I pay 60 for Breath of the Wild. I would not pay 60 for Odyssey.
It's
I
so
probably
weird.
would have like the day one of Odyssey, but unfortunately I played a great portion of it off of Chuck's copy.
True.
So it's like I don't want to pay for half a game at full price. In fact, I have a hard time even paying 40 for the thing. So I'm like, I don't know. I think I should just rent it and to finish it and just be done with it.
Monty says, I believe you'd enjoy Fire Emblem 7, first GBA one that came to the United States. I actually remember being on a field trip. We were riding a bus to, I don't know, the zoo or something like that. And I sat next to some doofy kid in my class who was, socially awkward, more socially awkward than I was. And he was just sitting there playing Fire Emblem the whole time. And he was showing me the game. I'm like, oh, that does actually look kind of cool. And it was definitely not something I had ever played, but it was interesting to see that.
Yeah, and to be fair, Mandu, I have occasionally been playing that first one. I'm not going to lie. It's weird because I don't like buying bootleg copies. I know what emulators are.
Yes.
unfortunately, it's really hard to find the original copies of that game.
That game was
It
impossible
was
to find, wasn't it?
bootlegged all to heck. So any copy you find, 90% of the time is a bootleg copy of it because it was like really popular and even
Gotta get in
grew
the
in
box.
popularity with like Smash Bros and stuff. So people started producing those copies. And it's so tricky because it's like, one, if I get a bootleg copy, it's like, is this gonna work 100% properly?
Is
I
it
don't
gonna
know.
crash? Sometimes
I
heard those
really
things.
like playing on real hardware, but that's just because I'm a giant nostalgic nerd about it, you know. So that's the one thing that really holds me up. So yeah,
Actually-
but that's the thing is that I really like that first one because it's straight up story mode, and it guides you through really learning how the Fire Emblem games work. At least the first one that America got. I did buy that Fire Emblem 1 Famicom game that they released in America for that first limited run time. And let me see. Monty said, by now you probably forgot most of what you experienced about Odyssey, though.
Yeah, you're probably
I don't
right.
forget
And it's
things
still
like that.
$60. Just wait
Look,
for a Black Friday sale. I
Here,
think
I
you
got
should
something
get the
weird
game.
for
It
you.
is good.
I should get the game. I don't want to pay $1 over $42 for it. Okay, which
You could probably do
is the low price that they get to, because they'll knock. That's about the peak discount Nintendo will do for their core games on occasion. I got Fire Emblem Three Houses for like $37 or something. I'm like, cool, haven't turned it on yet. But yeah, that's also a weird thing about me, is that if I start something and I come back to it, my brain clicks right back to where I was. I don't generally forget things. It's like a movie. If we, like right now, we're halfway through Hamilton. We could start it over, but I'm not gonna lie. If we started right where I was, I know exactly where I was.
All right,
I
good
don't know.
sir.
That's how my brain works.
Time to put your money where your mouth is. Super Mario Odyssey for the Nintendo Switch is $39.88 on Amazon right now. It's on sale.
Is it?
Yep, $39. It's $40. And I can
That
tell you,
hurts.
yes, it's definitely a $40 game.
I'll consider it. I'll look at it.
Anyway, so my next game in our little series here is definitely Super Mario Party, or I should say Mario Party Superstars.
You're not wrong.
I
Hey,
am
there you go.
absolutely enthralled
Gonk.
about this. I love Super Mario Party already. Like it's such a fun, happy game.
When this comes out, this is a game I pay 60 for, just in the sense we'll have the connectivity to play with the community,
Yes.
and it's a good house. Like anyone can play with you, which is cool. I'm glad anyone who's at least slightly game savvy can play with you and enjoy it. So that's cool.
Yeah, I'm very, very excited about this. I understand that it's kind of a rehash of past Mario Party games, but I'm kind of the ideal audience for this. I've never played a Super Mario Party game until the Switch, so I mean, like it's just kind of it's kind of like the biggest win ever. And I remember being really mad when I saw the Super Mario Party 100 or whatever celebration game that
Oh
came
my
to the 3DS.
god, yeah.
But I think it was like a new 3DS game too. I just remember being like really annoyed with its existence in general.
It was the worst. Why is Senua's Sacrifice popping up in that trailer?
because IGN's got it up way too early. But I am just absolutely enthralled for this game. I cannot wait for it to come out. Like I didn't play the 64 GameCube games or anything in between. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about this.
Oh, there you go.
Instantly
Mondo's like,
regrets.
this is a game I would... Yeah, one, instantly regrets. Yeah, you're absolutely right, because I said that. I'm like, Jesus, I don't need to play that right now.
Yeah, it's like, oh.
But I did just say that. Oh my god. And it's now
bet
here.
you get it for
Monty
$35
pulls out the
for
quote.
Black Friday.
Nintendo games never get discounted. One, Amazon can discount it to whatever they want. That's how I got Fire Emblem Three Houses under $42. Nintendo won't discount it under $42, is what I'm saying. To be clear. Because you can go to Target and they'll discount it, but that's out of Nintendo's hands. That's Target stock. They bought it from Nintendo
Yes.
at a certain price. If they can set the price whatever they want. To be clear.
It usually has to do with demand, and that's the thing. Nintendo games are usually high demand. Nintendo underproduces their stuff sometimes, which helps artificially shape the price.
Yeah.
So they kind of know what they're doing. Monty
should.
says, this is a game I pay
Go to
60
check.
own. Monty said, this is a game I pay 60 for only if the netcode is half decent. And I don't know if it's going to be good. We need to test it with like Super Mario Party or something like that. I'm very excited. I'm just beyond excited. All right, Nick, you're up, my good sir. I've got one game left on my list.
I'm actually out. You
Perfect.
killed my list because you took Dread.
You're welcome.
You monster. We were supposed to go to 3. We were supposed to pick 5. I picked 5. You're going for full 5.
Yeah, I just kind of did it, didn't I?
Yeah, and then you also killed on mine. Oh, you didn't. You added Elden Ring to it. For 1. I'm like, oops. Breath of the Wild is down to 41. Darn, wish I hadn't bought that already. $41.99. $42. I told you.
They won't go under 42. All right.
They won't.
All right, so this is definitely my most hyped game. This is bigger than 2042. This is bigger than my Metroid Dread for me. This is bigger than Elden Ring. This one is definitely.
So that's the thing. They won't take 30. They won't take more than 30% off their quote unquote Nintendo Selects.
That's true.
That's what that number is.
So my biggest number one is Halo Infinite. I
Really?
am so excited. I couldn't care less about the single player campaign. I really couldn't care less. This for me is all about the multiplayer. The fact that it's free to play. The fact that this is the rock paper shotgun engine. I am just absolutely excited. And one of the things they were talking about with the interview with this game is that they were going back to the whole point of the game is that everything is fair. It's always fair, and it has a lot of it has to do with looking up or understanding, memorizing the maps and that kind of thing, understanding where all the power-ups are, understanding that if somebody else already has the sword right now, it's like, well, it's not at its spawn location, not until it's gone. Yes, the shoddy sniper combo is my favorite.
Look, I'm not gonna lie, that grappling hook I think is gonna add straight up chaos to online.
I think it's an equipment
I
thing,
worry
though.
about doing anything with a Banshee. Just staying away. Any vehicle, really? People just latch onto your face and kick you out?
Here's the thing, though, okay? When they were talking about the developer thing, they were talking about developer interview and that kind of thing. Like, they were talking about a personal body shield, okay? And that it's actually, like, this has been in past games where you would get the equipment, okay, and you would deploy, when you grab the equipment, you could activate it, like active stealth and that kind of thing. In this game, they're going to give it to you as a slight inventory, so you can trigger it when you want, and if you die, you drop it and an enemy can pick it up, which is very classic Halo style. So it just adds to it to where you can kind of choose when to use things. I wonder if the grappling hook is specific equipment, like, do you want a jetpack or do you want a grappling hook? Do you want, or like a jump jet thing?
Which I hate to say it because I was so excited about that grappling hook. But if everyone has grappling hooks, it's going to be Grapple City.
Yeah, and I don't think it's going to be, or there's going to be some kind of insane cooldown on it. I'm not sure. I think it is going to be specific equipment you either have to pick up or you have to equip. And if you do equip it,
do the different armor set things, You remember when they had it's like when they had like a stealth armor ability, when they had maybe one would be the grapple or something. I wonder. I wonder
if it's like that, and I don't know. We'll see. But I mean,
I hate to say it, I really like those armor abilities, but I don't think the Halo community did.
Yeah, I think it caused a bit of chaos, and again, they are kind of returning to the roots here, where it is more like they said they want to be as fair as possible. I'm just really excited. Like, just the fact that this game is going to be free to play, okay, means anybody can jump on and play. Like, our entire community could jump on and play in theory if their computer can handle it, or if they have a system, or like if they have an Xbox or an Xbox One for that matter. Again, I've said it 100 times, okay? Buying an Xbox One, a regular Xbox One, is the best deal you could possibly get with Game Pass. Not to mention, even if you don't, you can get Halo Infinite for free. It's free to play multiplayer, which is why I'm so excited for this. The Battle Pass system, it's like, you buy a Battle Pass, you keep it forever. And whenever a new Battle Pass comes out, you can buy the old Battle Pass. If you see somebody with amazing armor, you can. They said you're easily able to figure out where that thing came from, and you can find out which Battle Pass it's in, whatever. You're not paying anything for the online.
You could buy old ones?
Yes, you could buy the old Battle Passes. There's no fear of missing out. It's always there.
There's no fear of missing out.
What are they doing? There's no fear of missing out, and that's completely crazy. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that that's always how it's going to
Listen to
be.
Monty right there.
Yeah, microtransactions.
Yeah, microtransactions.
And it's like,
Not
it
wrong.
said no one ever.
It's not
until
wrong.
they were like, hey, you know Halo's Online that you've loved and paid $60 every time the game comes out? It's free to play.
To be fair,
Would
if
you
I
pay
don't
for the
buy the
microtransactions
main
then?
game, I could buy maybe 6 of those battle
Why?
passes. I
You
bet
don't have
anything
to.
will be $10.
You don't
No,
have
you don't
to,
have to.
because you're going to get
No,
it free
no.
with Game Pass. The battle passes you'll probably pay for, but you'll get the whole Halo Infinite anyway with Game Pass.
That's a good point. That's a great point. We'll get the game with Game Pass anyway.
Look,
Cool.
I've played a lot of multiplayer online games, okay? And I really enjoy Halo because like it really is one of the fairest onlines you'll ever play. You
It's
really are
balanced
on
as all
even
heck.
footing with everybody else. So I'm just really excited about this in general. We'll see how it goes. But that is definitely my number one thing coming out of E3. And I didn't expect to enjoy it as much as I did because in the past, they didn't show any multiplayer online. They simply showed the open world. They talked about the campaign, how it's going to be on this ring
Yep.
and open world, blah, blah, blah. They went pure multiplayer reveal, and I was not disappointed. Prior to this, I didn't care about Halo Infinite. I was like, I'm hoping it's good. I saw this and I'm sold. And the part they showed, they didn't have to sell me on. It's free to play. So I'm done. That's just, I can't even.
Yeah, Madu, he always makes the point. He's like, those battle passes are usually pay to lose. That's something I learned with my time with Fortnite.
Yes.
I definitely understand.
I played enough Call of Duty that it doesn't matter. If you're good, you're good. And a lot of it has to do more so, especially with Halo, it's like, well, it's more so as soon as you see them,
online,
you snap on them.
you're highlighted red and you're highlighted blue. You're not blending in with the environment, so regardless of what you're doing, you're going to be sticking out. They will see you.
Yeah, so I'm not too worried about it. I've always enjoyed the Halo Online. A lot of their stuff, like Nick said, when they apply the either blue skin to you or the red color scheme to you, it all blends together anyway, so you don't really notice a difference. If anything, I think the red team is at a disadvantage, but then again, blue's pretty bright color too. I don't even know. But anyway, I played a lot of Halo in my time. AG says, so Halo Night? Yes. Like I'm enthralled with this. The fact that it's free to play means that this isn't limited to the Xbox community. This is limited to anybody who has a PC that can run it. So I'm really excited. Yes.
And I mean, this thing runs on my OG Xbox One. So,
Yes. Yes, Mandu,
probably
you are
anyone
correct.
can run it.
You're correct, Mandu. You are correct. So we'll see how that goes. A lot of times, like, I feel sad though, my friends can run it, and they love Halo. Yeah, if they can even run it. Yeah, Mandu says also when you run around with default skin, people see you and let their guard down. Very possible. So yeah, I'm really excited. I can't wait to get back into Halo Online, and I don't even know if I want to turn it on until Halo Infinite releases, to be honest. Like Battlefield, I want to try Battlefield 4, kind of to enjoy that.
Certainly.
But once Halo Infinite comes out, I'm probably going to play the campaigns for Halo prior to the release of Infinite, and then this will release and I'll just have a blast with it again. So yeah, that's those are my top anticipated games for or my top games that I'm looking forward to from E3. Fun fact, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of my top 5 games are coming out this year between October and December. Actually, 3 of them are in October. Metroid Dread, Battlefield, and Super Mario Superstars.
Metroid's this year?
October 8th.
Oh my god.
So, yeah,
I don't know.
I'm really excited.
I'm going to have to play through Fusion ahead of time.
Yes. Yeah, I think I do want to do that. While restrict to win. Maybe. But, all right, guys, that was what I wanted to discuss with you guys today. I'm super excited based on what we saw from E3. And again, in hindsight, while it was a bit tempered, thanks to COVID and that kind of thing,
And I'm missing
really
Sony
not
for
a
that
bad.
matter.
Like, I actually have more coming out of this E3 than I think I have past E3s in a long time. And notice, Nick and I, neither of us put Breath of the Wild 2 on our list.
Yeah.
And I knew that was going to happen. I kind of had a feeling that was going to happen. Like, I'm excited for the game, but at the same time, Breath of the Wild 1 was good, but not like revolutionary. So I'm hopeful for Breath of the Wild 2, and I think it will be great. But we'll see. We'll
I
see.
really hope that and hear me out, the amiibo cosmetics are back. I really hope so. Because it'll really stink if we have like all this access to all this fun stuff, you accumulate it over time and stuff, and it's like, oh yeah, these don't work over here. It's like, no,
Yeah.
please, just I don't know, give us a Breath of the Wild Game 1 DLC edition. I don't care. Make us pay $15 and you get all the DLC cosmetics from the first game.
That would be cool.
I don't know.
Or, well, it's for the Switch. They're going to be like, you can still scan. Go for it. Manu says Breath of the Wild 2 is 2022, though, unless you have some Maker Eyes. We have no info on it. That's totally true. That's why I'm also hesitant. I need to get the true ending for Breath of the Wild. I did not do that in my first playthrough. So I'm looking forward to that on the replay. So we'll see how it goes. Tyler says Zach is a big Breath of the Wild fan. Yeah, and you know what? This is why we need to get Zach on the show or something to discuss Breath of the Wild, because I think he would be a bigger defender of it. As many members of the community are. I'm going to be.
Zach would also have a whole lot more theories about what's going on, man.
Who isn't a big fan of Breath of the Wild? I like the game. The game was good. That's what I say about it.
Excited to play it again. I got a few games I got to work through first before I can do it.
Yes. Anyway, guys, I want to thank you guys so much for joining us today, and thank you guys all so much for the love and support. Happy Father's Day. Designer Grant, thank you so much again for the very generous donations towards the channel. We really do love doing what we do here on this channel. I mean, we wouldn't have shows almost every single day of the week if that wasn't true. So thank you guys for your continued support. You can go ahead and see us again live on Tuesday at 9:30 a.m. Central Time for Game Pass Plus, your premium edition for your Game Pass subscription. You'll see Mike back on that show. And then, of course, Tyler's show, The Rendered Image, will be live at 8:30 p.m.
With
Central Time with a guest, Designer Grant, for The Rendered Image. So check that out. All coming at you live on Tuesday. Thank you guys so much for joining us, and we'll see you guys next time and in the Discord.
Later, people.